Hello, is it working? This is so weird. Like I have never done this before. This is so odd. I'm so nervous. And there's one person watching. Yay. So it's delayed. Like it's not like actually like you hear. Du hör det som lite efter.
There's no actual live in real life, though.
Nej, men jag menar bara att det är som inte på exakt samma gång.
Nej, ganska självklart. Du kan ju det tar ju alltid inte en stund att göra någonting. Det finns inte någonting som tar nollstånd.
Det här är så konstigt. Det är så awkward. Now there is 0 people watching.
No, I'm still watching.
Yeah, I know. Ow.
Han snappar nog kan det. Mikrofonen. Jag hörs i streamen där jag skriver på den egentligen.
Hey! Who do you like the most? Can you be more specific, or is it just in general? I think I like the first you the most. I didn't know my boyfriend has split personality disorder. That's cool. Great. Awesome. Estelle is somewhere. I don't know. She's living her own independent cat life somewhere in the apartment. I was actually planning for her to be in the thumbnail with me, but she ditched me like last second and jumped off my lap. There she is. Hi. She's been very demanding lately, like attention-wise. She constantly wants to be like on our lap, or just clawing things for us to pay attention to her, or biting on occasion. Especially biting, apparently, a lot. Maybe she's mad because I'm forcing her to be on camera. Aj! Aj, aj, aj! Aj! Men sluta! I should rename the stream to poor girl gets bitten by her cat for half an hour straight. Marambetano. This is really weird. I haven't done this before. Talk to random people in public, gone viral, gone sexual, legit 100% no joke. Is that also a new name suggestion? That's right, no yelling in my chat. Behave, both of you. And yeah, I haven't seen you in forever. We should really, like, as soon as I have time, like after Christmas, we should meet up more. I haven't been feeling too well, so I've kind of isolated myself for the past week or so. So I kind of been it's been really weird. I haven't been wanting to see anyone, like at all, anyone, like except Estelle. Yeah, I like seeing you too. Don't make everything about you. Life isn't not about you. But yeah, it happens quite a lot. Like I need to isolate myself for a few days to like recharge my social batteries, which is something I hope disappears as I get better. But like for now, I'm kind of stuck with this system where I either do everything in a day or I do absolutely nothing, which it works, but it's not really sustainable. Like one day I can go to like all my lectures, I can meet up with a friend for coffee, I can have another meeting, do tons of work for YouTube and the blog, and then like the following 3 days I just sit on my bed and stare at the wall because I'm so socially exhausted. Yeah, it is. It is a big mood. I have never felt so relatable in my life. I think it's a pretty common thing, like for depressed people, that you actually need to take a lot of time to just recharge and like do absolutely nothing for quite a long while, because then as you get out again more, like it will feel really good to get out of your shell, but you need that like inside the shell time to kind of relax and just do absolutely nothing and eat lots of trash food. I feel like she likes being in my videos, but as long as I don't force her. Favorite book I have read this year? That's a really difficult question. I never read as much as I would like to. Never. But I did read this very interesting anthropological book called *Sapiens*, which basically details the entire human evolution in a book that is like this thick. So you get a great overlook of the history of our species and of like everything that we have been put through during these past millennia, which is completely amazing. Like the fact that that book handles so much in such little space, I think is really, really great. So if you're even like remotely interested in anthropology, I really recommend that you read it. It's really worth it. And the author is also he's very sarcastic, very dry sometimes, and he has a great sense of humor. So I really recommend that you read through it if you have the time and the like even a limited interest on anthropology. It's called *Sapiens*. I don't remember the author, um, but it's like this. It's a big like black book with just the word *sapien* in right text written across from it. It shows up if you Google it. I hope, or otherwise, I'm giving a really bad description. Also, I noticed that you subscribed to my channel. Thank you. Yeah, you probably have seen it. It's a really popular book. Like Akademiska Bokhandeln has had it at least. I don't know if they still do, but that's where I got mine. So you can try it there, or just library. No, it's totally fine. It's I don't really like. I like when my friends are subscribed to me, and I like when my friends watch my stuff. But I also have a lot of friends like YouTube doesn't interest them, and they don't really care about what I do on YouTube, or they just when I tell them stuff, they want it to be like in actual real life that they can they want to hear from me, like not from me on video, like actual me. So it's perfectly fine if you haven't subscribed, and it would have been totally fine if you never did too. It's all okay. I have no idea what people usually talk about on live streams, and it's even more difficult because there are so little people here. Yeah, support is very important, and I really appreciate that you do. It makes me feel really happy. Yeah, kudos to you. It's kind of odd actually because when I asked if I should do a live stream and like if people would watch it if I did, a lot of people said yes, and a lot of people like were like, send me the time when you do it so I can come watch it. But then it's like, I've been here 15 minutes already. Where are you? I don't blame them though. Like live streams are extremely hard to catch, and unless you like get a personal message from me, like telling you like I'm live now, please come watch me, so that someone does, or you live with me, there's a very small chance of you getting it, like catching that I actually am live. So I decided to like I don't have like a set goal for how many people should view this live stream, but I'm like, if 5 people like throughout the entire chain like pop in anytime, I decided like I'm content. That's great. So that's a really good result for me. Yeah, I also always like watching live streams is a bit strange because it feels like they are talking like if I watch another YouTuber's live stream, it feels like they are talking very directly to me, which makes me feel well, it's great because they're talking to me. I'm writing stuff in the chat, and sometimes, depending on how many people are in the chat with me, they see that thing and they reply to it, which is, I mean, that's good. It's really good. That's great because it creates a more personal bond with the YouTuber and the viewer. But there's also this like they are talking directly to you because when you do a recorded Q&A, they do answer your stuff, but it like takes a while. There's a while in between, and you're like, oh, cool, they answered my question. But when they do it so directly and instantly, and it's a very strange feeling, and especially considering that the two people watching both know me personally, it's an even stranger feeling, especially considering one of them is in the same room, looking at me half judgingly. Also, if you haven't had any water today, this is your daily reminder to drink water. Do it. It is healthy for so many reasons. At least that's what the internet tells me. Yeah, it's bean water, but like tea is leaf water. It's it's not the same thing. It doesn't have the same health effects. I think. I'm not sure. I mean, you can overdose on caffeine, so I have never heard on it. Okay, I have actually heard about people overdosing on water, so maybe you can just overdose on everything. Like, too large of an amount of anything is not a good idea. I think. Maybe. I now understand why like all the YouTubers I watch that do live streams drink so much water during them. Like my throat is so dry. It has never been this dry in my entire life. What else is there to talk about? Like nothing happens in my life. My life is so boring. I wish I was like Tanamojo Mongo. I still don't know how to pronounce her name. She's been famous for like forever, but I still don't know how to pronounce her name. I wish I was like her, that I could just make stuff up on the spot and be like, oh, this crazy thing happened to me. Look at this, but I can't because like I have great imagination, but it's not that great, and it's not spontaneous either. I have to like think about stuff for a while when I make it up, like when I write. So sadly, the Tana thing doesn't work for me. Tana she's this storytime YouTuber who has had yeah, but she is the YouTuber stereotype. That's the thing. She is, because she's been proven to make up a lot of her stories, and she also, if you heard of TanaCon, she created a con with like a few YouTubers, and it was a complete disaster. Yeah, that train wreck. That's her. So that's who I was referring to. Like I wish I could just make stuff up like she did, like 15,000 people and whatever else she said. But I can't make stuff up. Like I'm an ordinary person, and my life just isn't that fascinating. Like most, I lay on the couch, I eat, and I watch other people on YouTube. That's it for me. That's what I do. But like grasping at straws here. Yeah, her story is insanely ridiculous. I don't know why she thought any of the things that she did was a good idea. Like, she has done so much intense crap. Like TanaCon, like, okay, that's the most obvious insane one, but she also, like, she had this completely fabricated stalker story, and that just it was fake from the start. And I was like, as soon as I read the headline, like, no one is stalking you, Tana, that's just made up for views, of course. Just like Gabby Hanna, she if you don't know her, she's also like the storytime YouTuber. She has also, like, her titles are so clickbaity, and I understand, like, a certain amount of clickbait I can get behind, but like the entire thing just being clickbait, like my crazy roommate, and then it's just her roommate didn't finish painting the hallway in an acceptable time, and for some reason that's like crazy. Like, dear Gabby, calm down. It's not that serious. Yeah, that's the one. She completely exploits her anxiety, and like every video she makes sure to mention her like her psychiatrist. I don't like Gabby Hanna, like, at all. I used to, like, when I was younger, like, I watched like some of her stuff, like the most clickbaity, cringy, like 14-year-olds click on this all the time titles. But I couldn't take it anymore because her titles were they were so misleading, and they never actually the videos were never about what was in the title. Like, yeah, her roommates, some of them were kind of like dickish. Like, they didn't have very good personalities, but they weren't crazy. Like, I can't stand people who clickbait that intense. Like, I think it's just wrong to use words in that kind of way. Yeah, you this year's Rewind. I did an entire video on that, and I just, like, everyone hated it. Like, everyone hated Rewind. I am pretty sure, like, even if I directed it, it would still have been better. And that says a lot because I am a complete klutz when it comes to like everything. So if something I did would have been better than something that a professional did, yeah, that's pretty bad. And also, like, Lily Singh was in YouTube Rewind too, and I used to follow her too, because I think she completely exploits mental health. Like, she made this like huge clickbaity video, like, I need to take a break from my mental health. But then she was like, okay, I take a break, and then it was like a week after. First thing she did was release new expensive merch. Like, you don't do that. Hi, Louise. I haven't heard from you in a while. And yeah, I think I should. It would probably be so much better. I I don't understand how Rewind became such. It was such a shit show. It was such a shit show. Like, there were tons of people in Rewind that weren't even YouTubers. Like, Will Smith opening and closing, a lot of Viners. Like, what was Hannah Stocking doing in Rewind? Why? She's not a YouTuber. She's a Viner. She's just adapted the concept of being a Viner to YouTube. Like, she's taken the same amount of comedy she had in a Vine and then just stretched it out for several minutes instead. Yeah, I miss you too. I miss you too, Luis. I just life has been uh, there has been a lot of stuff going on, and I've been thinking about you a lot about like the past weeks, and if we weren't living so far apart, I would definitely like to meet up sometime. You'll just you just have to hit me up if you're like ever even close to here. That's a problem with like having a long distance friendships and acquaintances. Like you can miss them and you can want to hang out with them a lot, but you can't, and it sucks. It really sucks. Like I had a lot of friends like that stayed like up north when I went to study, and I see them like twice a year, and it sucks because I miss them. Like only the other days I don't see them, I miss them. But you can't really do anything about it because I can't start going home all the time and they can start going here all the time either. Yeah, Trevor Noah dancing. Like I spare me, please. I could have lived my entire life without seeing that. I would have been so much happier if I didn't dance. And just overall, like the fact that they just went to a forest and danced around doing Fortnite dances. Why? Just why? Um, I don't understand. I just don't like the ridiculous amount of dancing that was involved. That had no other reason that it's Fortnite dances. Yeah, I agree. Jaden Animations was definitely the best part. Not only because I mean it's Jaden Animations and she's amazing, but also she was like the only one who actually incorporated like YouTube and YouTube memes into Rewind this year, which it used to be the entire point. It used to be the entire point of Rewind to incorporate like what had been happening on the platform, not this social justice warrior crap just turned into a long video to appease advertisers. So I really like that she was. I really like that she was there, and I really liked what she did with her time. PewDiePie's chair, the references that were on the shelves, like subscribe to PewDiePie. I thought that was really amazing. And the sad part is like they would have had so much material this year too. Like PewDiePie versus T Series was or still actually is a global thing, and it's this comically large war that's going on. Like people are hacking printers, just to tell people to subscribe to PewDiePie. That's amazing. I don't think that has like something of this magnitude has never existed on YouTube before, and no one acknowledged it except Jaden, which honestly only made me like her more. And also like the chair meme, like everyone on YouTube knows about the chair meme. You don't even have to follow PewDiePie. People still like go around but say like, but can you do this, and then just flip backwards. It's a completely inclusive thing on YouTube, which is I think it's so sad that they didn't include it because that used to be the entire point, and now it's just this corporate crap fest that they just decided to do. I also didn't like the fact that they just forced mukbang channels into that, because mukbang didn't become a thing this year. Mukbang became a thing very long, a very long time ago, like several years ago. And now, because they want to reinforce how racially diverse they are and how accepting they are, they have the Asian community going like, mukbang, yes, let's do this thing, like, yay, K-pop. If you weren't trying to push an agenda, you wouldn't do that. Like, yeah, it was a big year for mukbang this year, but it didn't like, YouTube's radar didn't catch it before the Asian community grew big doing it. And also, they, like, during the social justice warrior part, like, they brought up good stuff. They did, but that's not what YouTube Rewind is for. And now I realize I'm just reiterating the stuff I said in my video. But yeah, I really didn't like it. Yeah, I would have loved, like, year review, like, but apparently they don't listen at all, and I thought it was such a shame to name it like everybody controls Rewind, when in reality advertisers control Rewind. It sucked. It sucked, and I doubt that next year will be any better. Yeah, Shane's documentaries. I watched them, and like, they were a huge thing on YouTube, and I can understand why. They drove forward very interesting discussions, and they were trending. Not on, of course, on YouTube's trending page, because we cannot talk about mental health and we cannot be sensational on this website. And of course, they weren't included because sometimes Shane has done like non-family friendly things, which sucks, because he is, and he has almost always been, a huge part of YouTube. Same, Louise. I was like, I recognized Ninja and Gabby Hanna and Lilith Singh and the animators, and then that was like it. Like, I had like a handful of people, and I was like, yeah, I know those. But then the people I actually watch were nowhere in sight. Which sucks, because it's not like I just watch. I don't watch like a very narrow range of YouTubers either. Like, I watch very different kinds. But I just noticed how much YouTube had changed, like, when I watched Rewind. Like, I have known that it has changed quite a lot, because it used to be like, YouTube, you broadcast you, and it's not like that anymore. It's YouTube, you broadcast a very toned down, extremely family friendly version of yourself. Like, you can't curse, you can't talk about mental health, and you can't even be gay. And it made me realize that I have been following this website for, oh my god, how long it's been? Like 7 years, maybe. No, it's not the same without PewDiePie. I honestly thought that. I don't remember which year it was, but the one where him and Marcia were in it together, like in the same scene. That was one. That one was the best one. That one was the one where you could still feel like a little bit of the old YouTube being there. But as it is now, YouTube is a very toxic climate for those who actually want to be themselves, and for those who want to talk about mental health, and for those who like to curse, and just in general be yourself. Because unless like 3-year-olds can watch it without you being a bad influence, you're basically fucked. And me saying that probably ruined the future of this live stream. Yeah, he made a whole new thing, and I mean he's the biggest YouTuber on YouTube for a reason. I think, at least I view it that way, and it feels like such a slap in the face to not include him for the second year in a row. Yeah, like, yeah, he said one bad word once. Get over it. It wasn't that bad. And the other things that he has done, like they have been clear jokes. It's not that bad. Like, people need to understand that the jokes that he makes, the jokes that like iDubbbz make when he jokes like about cancer, they're doing nothing wrong. In fact, they're just taking away the power of a very negative very negative word or very negative concept, like joking about cancer. Yeah, cancer sucks, and that's exactly why we should be able to joke about it, because it will take some of the power away. We need to be able to laugh at death, because then we will stop being scared of it. It will still be awful. Slavery will still be an awful thing, no matter how many N words are cast around in the world. They will continue to be awful things. There is no stopping that. But at least if we allow ourselves to laugh about them, we can laugh about it. And I think that's a really good thing. Yeah, I wasn't actually I wasn't subscribed to PewDiePie for a very long time, because for a very long time I thought that I was very stuck with the old image of PewDiePie, like where he just made like the gaming content, like yelling because it was funny and stuff like that. I have never understand. I have never been able to understand like the whole loud equals funny thing. But now that I noticed that he reviews memes, or kills memes, depending on how you look at it, I fell in love with his content, and I have been binging his content for about 2 weeks, like approximately. So intensely that I have actually already rewatched some stuff that I like 2 weeks ago didn't know existed. But I think that's also one of the reasons that he has grown so big, because his content has actually changed and evolved and become better. He's like the opposite of like Tyler Oakley. Like, I like Tyler Oakley. I admire him. He's very brave and very outgoing. But Tyler did a mistake of latching on to other popular YouTubers, because those videos got more views. And then when people like Zoella stopped associating with him, his channel died, because he couldn't latch on to people like her anymore. And he hasn't improved his content. He has stayed the same for his entire YouTube career. In contrast to PewDiePie, who has changed, he has evolved, and I think that's what made him be able to reach such a high number on YouTube. That fact that he can actually change, and that he can evolve with the website, instead of just stagnating in a way that he was very many years ago. I have actually, I've considered watching some iNumber for a long time now because I've heard so many good things, but I have been binging so many other people. I haven't had the time. Um, there hasn't been time to binge watch anything else than just like PewDiePie and I'm Alex for the past like 2 weeks. Um, but yeah, I am considering checking out iNumber actually when I have time. If I ever do, I feel like I don't have time for anything anymore. But that's just me and my stressed self speaking. And we have a new viewer. That's exciting. Hello. Welcome, I guess. This is this is so strange for me. Like I'm used to talking to a camera and I am used to recording myself, but this is so new because I know that you can hear everything I say like instantly. There's no opportunity for me to edit this in any sort of way. And if I go quiet and if I run out of stuff to say, the awkward silence will be my fault. And I feel a bit of anxiety actually regarding that because I feel like I have to be entertaining and I'm not good at entertaining anyone. Hey, yes, and Martin. I'm glad you guys tune in. Welcome to whatever the hell this is. Just me being awkward for like 40 minutes straight now. Great, this is a great use of your time. How are you guys doing anyway? I've been talking about myself and my opinions for like 40 minutes now. How are you? How are you doing? You're doing great, sis Liz. Thank you. That feels really encouraging. Maybe I might be able to do this more. Maybe if I find time and I feel entertaining enough. Yeah, I also I think I'm doing well. I'm doing better than I thought I would be, if that says anything, because I thought I would be a lot more awkward. Like just sit here and stare at the screen, but I'm not. I'm very proud of that. Personal growth. Yay. But yeah, I'm also like as I said at the beginning, I checked around for like if people were interested in watching, and I got a lot of positive feedback. Like, yeah, we'll be watching. If like even if some people were like, okay, just tell me when you go live so I can join in and watch. Um, but then when I do, no one is here, and it's like, great. I'm just gonna talk to myself and my friends. But I haven't seen most of you in quite a while, so at least that's nice. Also, I love that almost everyone knows each other, so you're just greeting each other in the comment section. But that's great. But you never responded. How are you doing? How is life for you? Because since I know all of you, I am now insanely curious because well, I haven't heard from a lot of you in a while. Just tell me, how are you? Are you excited about Christmas? What are your Christmas plans? Are you celebrating with your family? Are you celebrating alone? Tell me. Let me know. I have no idea what I should talk about. I feel like I've been rambling for like 45 minutes, and now my head is just empty because this word vomit has been going on for so long. So now I just kind of sit here like people are looking at me and I can see them. That's cool. um, we're going home for Christmas soon, really soon. Something playing PS2 games. Great. PS2 games are awesome. Who wouldn't want to spend their Wednesday doing that? Um, I'm actually kind of envious. I wish I was home right now because they have snow. Like we have a little bit, like a thin, like really thin layer, but there's not much to. There's nothing to brag about. um, I wish I was home too. I'm really happy that you guys seem to be doing well. And Justin is excited for Christmas. Awesome. I'm also really excited. Christmas is my like absolute favorite holiday. There's nothing I like as much as Christmas, except maybe like the concept of Halloween, but we don't celebrate Halloween. So I like Christmas the most because that's the only one I really get to celebrate. And I love the concept of like getting a tree and all the decorations, the presents. In some cases, I actually like giving presents more than receiving them because I tend to put a lot of work into what I give people. Uh, so like when their faces light up when I got a really good gift for them, that makes me feel really happy. Have I gotten all the Christmas presents that I'm gonna give yet? No, no, I have not because I never do. I'm one of those people who I love giving like perfect Christmas presents, but I also set such a ridiculously high standard for the gifts I give that when I go out looking for stuff, I'm just like, okay, this isn't good enough. Next, like this isn't good enough. Next, like I never find the like perfect thing. So then, like a few days before Christmas, I'm like, fuck, I don't have anything yet. So no, I haven't. I actually went Christmas gift shopping today, and I got like a few of them, about half, but there's still half left, and I have 5 days. Okay, we shouldn't really count this one, so I have 4 days. I have 4 days to get everything. I'm also looking forward to New Year's a lot. Like I know it's really cliche to say like New Year, new me, but I really feel like I need a fresh start. Oh, that sucks. I I don't really know a lot about the different kinds of cancer or how serious they are. I really hope he'll feel better soon, and that um, I don't even know how to form my thoughts. I'm so taken aback. I really hope that your first checkup will go well. I really do, and I will keep both of you in my thoughts for now. And I'm sorry that you won't be able to um, enjoy Christmas like at least like right now. But I hope it's good news, and I hope that you get to enjoy and celebrate your Christmas anyway. That's Cancer is always a rough diagnosis to get, even though A lot of people like now do get well. It's not the same as even like 20 years ago. Getting diagnosed with cancer was a lot more serious. It is still serious, but a lot of people do get well. Most people recover, and I really hope that the results after the chemo will be positive. I really do, and we'll keep you, both of you, in our thoughts here until we know. And please do let me know when you know. Um, we'll keep you in our thoughts and hope, and hope for the best. Okay, that's really good. Usually after cancer diagnosis, at least like from my experience, people who feel better get better. So that should be a really good sign. Um, do we have decorations? Yeah, we do. um, we have a lot of decorations, or a lot of decorations considering we're students and on a small budget and stuff like that. Because as I said, I'm crazy about Christmas, so I I got us a tree and I got us decorations for the tree because neither of us had that before. Because before I moved in, I basically lived in a shoebox, so there was no room for like tree or decorations during holidays my first year, and then my second year I was mid moving here, so there was no decorations then either. But then this year I was like, I want just to have like a proper Christmas with a tree and decorations and like glitter stuff everywhere. So now there's glitter stuff everywhere. And I have, even for like extra coziness, lit a Christmas smelling candle for this live stream. Um, I also baked like, Christmassy things. And then when I get home, I will be baking like for my family and stuff, like Christmas things and cheesecake. I always make cheesecake when I when I come home. The decorations were mostly because of me. They were my idea mostly because I Theo, like, he likes Christmas. He does, but he doesn't really like. He's not as excited about Christmas as I am. Um, so yeah, it was mostly because of me that we have these things. That I understand. If it's time for coffee, you have to go. There's no choice. It's mandatory. Like, I don't know how you have it, Louise, but at least here in Finland, like coffee, like in the afternoon or evening, it's kind of a holy ritual. You don't skip it. You just don't. I don't know if that's a thing over there. Like, do you have like a small thing in the evening where you where like gather with the family or people you live with and just drink coffee? Is that a thing? I don't know. Like, we do it. I don't. I don't know if that's like a thing that is exclusive to Finland or not. Please tell me. I have also run out of water, so I am contemplating on whether I should go just get more water or suffer in silence and sit here. Questions to ponder. I'm sorry. I am really tired. Like really, really tired. I haven't been sleeping very well lately. I don't know why. I just I sleep. I sleep a lot actually, but I don't wake up feeling refreshed, and I don't wake up feeling any better than I did like before I fell asleep. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the stress of the holidays, or I just have a lot on my mind. Um, but I can't sleep for some reason, or I can sleep, but the sleep is not, it's not good sleep. Yeah, I don't I don't actually drink coffee either. Or I do, but not the kind we have here, because Theo is a really avid coffee drinker. Um, he drinks a lot of coffee, and he's really passionate about his coffee. So I let him choose, and he likes this like really dark roasted crappy coffee, and I like mine to be a bit more light. So when we do drink coffee, here it happens like I drink like 1 cup of coffee like a month, like here at home. Like if you go out, I can have coffee. Like if you go to a coffee shop or something, I can have a cup of coffee. But not here, because I hate the dark roasted thing. Like if I have a migraine and I need I can speak today. If I have a migraine and I need the caffeine, I can I can drink coffee like here, but otherwise I just avoid it like the plague. Yeah, I've heard it too that like if you sleep like too much, you're still tired. Um, I don't really know how that works. Isn't sleep the thing that is supposed to make you less tired? Um, I don't know, but yeah, bleh. I've been talking for too long, definitely. Um, yeah, I have been sleeping, and I've been sleeping like 8 hours per night, around at least 8 hours per night. But I just don't get well rested. Yeah, the headaches. Like I got a migraine yesterday too, and um, I definitely think it's because I haven't slept. Like I get migraines really easily, and I don't know why. I've just taken it as kind of I'm just a sensitive person. I figured, but now that I've been sleeping really poorly, I I get like these micro migraines almost all the time. And this sucks too, because like once you get a migraine, you can't really. Thank you. Now there's football noises in my live stream. I don't know if you could hear that, but he accidentally put on some Instagram
It was
football.
intentional.
It was intentional.
I need sound to hear.
Okay. I lost my train of thought. Something about migraines. I don't remember anymore. Um, but yeah, yes, it sucks that you get migraines, because when I get them, they're usually very long. Like I read somewhere that the average migraine is like from 4 to 64 hours, and I tend to be like on the longer spectrum of that. So once I get a migraine, it doesn't go away for intense amounts of time, which sucks. It really sucks. Um, so I tend to drink like a lot of caffeine, as much as I can drink, and not feel too bad about myself, because you shouldn't drink a lot of caffeine because it's bad for your heart and whatnot. But I usually drink like as much as I can, and then I just leave it at that and just lay in my bed all day wanting to die. That's basically it for me. And like all sounds and colors and everything are more vivid and almost violent, which is great. Yeah, being able to sleep off headaches is something I really miss. I used to be able to do it like when I was younger. Like I had a bit of a headache and I would just take like a 15-minute nap and then it would be gone. And I can't do that anymore, and this annoys me. I will, and if you ever get to Finland for whatever reason, please hit me up too. Just let me know, and you can come hang out with me. And I hope you have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. I was actually thinking of ending the live stream here anyway, because it's been going on for quite a long time, and we even reached the like little like viewer goal that I set up for myself. We had like even 6 people at one point, even if it was like for half a second. Like I said to myself that if I reached 5, I would be really happy, and with it, and at some points we were even above. So that's awesome. I'm gonna finish this now, and I'm gonna get more water and just relax for a while, because tomorrow the horrific event of packing for going home begins, and I'm not looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go do stuff. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. You can find something else that distracts you. Actually, no, don't. You should probably just buckle down and do it. No, I give horrible advice. Yeah, I love you too. Bye.